or something.
Yeah. We are live.
Oh,
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. We have Kyle from Florida and Sean from somewhere in the USA. And
well, I'm from Ohio, but I'm in Dodge City, Kansas.
get the Dodds out of town. That's right. And
It's,
Kyle has a live stream tomorrow, 1 hour before mine. So at the end of the stream, I'm going to be pinning his, and we'll go there. And then just morph right back over here. So I'll let Sean know, Tammy know, Adrian know, let everybody know. Come join Kyle. Are you gonna have people on? Well, I assume not as co-host. Are you having co-host, Kyle? I don't think so. Do
hey,
you?
Kyle, send Darren the link to send to everybody else. That'll work.
I already have it because he dropped it.
Oh, good. Just send it to us, Darren.
But I don't know if he's gonna have a panel because he might be going just straight live. I don't know if he's using StreamYard
I
or
don't
not.
use StreamYard anymore. Sorry.
No worries. So we'll be there in your comment section.
Yeah, it's been giving me nothing but issues the last couple of years, and I was like, screw it.
Sorry, no. They've changed a lot. Hi, Minerva! Megalove shout out!
Just
Are
in
you
case if
live
you're
today,
wondering,
Minerva?
Sean.
There's my great friend Minerva. Let's see if she. I don't think she's live now. Just upcomings, though.
I wish I took my phone with me into the loves here.
3, 2,
How's your day
There,
been, Sean?
there is a gorgeous Lakota working behind the diesel desk. Oh my God. Rare to find, too.
Okay. Minerva, I am right Tam sacking 32. That shared out. It's first day back on. Let's copy that and then drop it in mine. There we go. Upcoming Minerva live. There we go. There we go. Yesterday, how are you? Yes. There's Minerva. There's yesterday. There's yesterday Ortega.
I like that name.
Yeah, isn't it great, eh? And her name is Yesterday. Friends call her Yes. So yeah. Thank you, Minerva.
Is that what she always says?
Here to support. Chris, I've done your link you dropped. That's done. Thank you so much. Let me go back to Minerva's and make sure.
Yeah, if she was the heir to the Ortega company, she wouldn't be here.
That's true. Oh, she has an upcoming video as well. Upcoming. Haha, Kyle. Here we go. Upcoming. Notified.
Yesterday, can you drop your link? I didn't see it.
Yesterday didn't drop. She'll drop link. Let me just flex this here. Flex copy.
I'm double checking everybody because it's like I'm not getting any notifications.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I tell people, Facebook messaging me. So let's do. I gotta send this one out.
Because I heard YouTube just does it automatically, unsubscribe you from somebody's channel because you haven't been there in a while, and I think I'm subscribed, and it's because I have the system I think that's stupid. They should just leave it alone.
Yeah. I know. They're just doing crazy. Okay, like and shared. Minerva, done. Amy!
See, I gotta join the Ohio team because I'm from Ohio too. My
That's
daughter
right.
works at Kings Island. I know they know that place if they're from Ohio.
Oh yeah, Team Ohio. And Team Ohio's huge. I don't know if all the Team Ohio people are from Ohio, but I think
Uh, but
the founder is, I think, from Ohio.
but I know cats and ants. They're from Hamilton. I know the area and where they live because I tell them I pick up OJ and all kinds of loads out of Hamilton whenever I come off of home time. I know I'm
Oh
passing right by them, and they go to Kings Island. I said, "Yeah, my daughter's this name, and she works there. Tell her hello and who you are."
yeah, Amy Dunn. You're welcome. And I'll drop a link for yesterday for you, Sean. I'll find a video or a live. Here's a video. Here's a short video. Here, must try Filipino restaurant. Ah, you'll like this one. The
Oh yeah,
coffee.
the Caserna. If you're around the Fayetteville, North Carolina area, there's a restaurant that Bootsy Bonita works at called Caserna. I think I'm pronouncing that right. 100% Filipino owned, and everyone that works there is Filipina. And food is just like home. I'll guarantee you it. Because that was
Even
my
better than
first
home.
taste. That was my first taste of having Pansit in 10 years.
Wow. Okay, Sean, I've dropped yesterday's Ortega's video so
Okay.
you can connect. Minerva, I've liked and shared your upcoming live stream, and I've dropped your link to your upcoming premiere. And also, I've Tamsack and commented on both. So that's done. And you know how to reach me by Messenger. So, Ungame, Mega Love shout out. There's Ungame number one. Uh, okay, done. Ungame. It's rocking and rolling. I did a song. Right on. Thank you, Ungame. And you can come up and sing your song. Oh, let me see. I have my brother.
Whoops.
Darren Dobson, my big
Hey!
brother. Kyle!
You
Hey,
see that?
Brother Bucci!
See that, Darren? It did. It took me off her subscribe list. I had to resubscribe to her. No wonder why I haven't been getting their notifications.
There you go.
And Darren, I'm losing subscribers. Why is that, Darren, my heavenly brother? Why am I losing subscribers from my YouTube
I
channel?
lose them too. I lose them too. So I have to replenish. As long as you're active every week, because now I'm back. So now we're active every week. You'll get them. Just keep putting out. Keep putting out, especially short videos, and
Correct,
you'll get
Darren.
subscribers from those as well. I get
And,
subscribers from short videos.
yeah.
Thank
You
you,
know,
Bucci.
yeah, you know, Darren, I'm doing that, my heavenly brother. You know, I'm listening to you, to be honest. I am
Great.
listening to you.
AJ Lucky, let me give you a jacket. Thank you, AJ Lucky one. Let me give you
Please,
a
everyone in
jacket.
Darren's chat, go check out Ellie's Adventure Vlogs and watch my channel the right way. From the beginning of my video to the end, leave a comment and I will get back to you.
Drop them a short video, look, brother. The
I
name,
haven't
make
got,
a shout out.
I haven't got any new ones yet, Darren. This new fight I'm going to record at a farm in
Thanks,
Kemhika.
Darren.
You're
Darren,
welcome.
I was farting around and knocked myself off the live stream.
That
that's what
happened.
AJ Rodday does. Oops.
Thank you, Nanang. Thank you, Nanang. AJ Lucky one, drop. You have a blue jacket? Drop a video so people can connect. Ideally, let me see if you have any upcoming videos. Yes, you do. Upcoming Kuwait
Mum,
Towers. Okay, let me
I
just.
took it out, Mum. I took it out.
But if I was yesterday Ortega, I'd be a little bit upset with YT. It's like, you're taking subscribers off there that I see all the time on Darren's live stream, or when I used to go to hers, and I'm not getting the notifications because they knocked me off her subscribes list. That's why I'm double checking them.
That's smart. Okay, copy. So AJ, I'm gonna notify AJ, and we're gonna drop copy. So AJ, so I can drop it. AJ's upcoming. AJ upcoming premiere. There you go. Done. Uh, okay. Okay, great.
Oh yeah, forgot. I had to make this announcement. Donald Trump did start prevent another war. He stopped the war at the buffet table at the Golden Corral in Hooter Heights, Ohio.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, Darren, these videos are coming up. What happened, brother? I
What's
got Ken
coming up, brother?
Hooker Creek coming up again. I said coming up for my YouTube channel, Ken Hooker Farm Creek, and John Travolta Airplane in Albion Park.
Nice.
What's he down there in Australia?
Yep, not him, but his airplane, Sean. His airplane in Albion Park.
Narcy, thank you so much,
Well,
Narcy.
well, wherever his jet plane goes, he goes because he flies it.
I know, but now it's in Albion Park. His airplane.
Thank you, Narcy.
Yeah, he owns
I like
a
thumbs up.
747.
Correct. It's in Albion Park. Now,
Thank you,
There are a
guys.
lot of
20 thumbs up. 26.
there are a lot of there are a lot of celebs that own their own jet planes and fly them, like Michael Dorn from Star Trek. He owns
yep.
his own T-33 fighter jet from the 50s.
Wow. Wow. That's cool. That's very cool.
Those were long retired, and but they're still very maneuverable. They were trainer jets back in the 60s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Thank you, JoJo.
I would still need some legitimate training, but being able to knowledge of flying helicopters, I would adapt pretty quickly. But I would love to fly an F-15.
Yeah, Darren, can you share?
Pango, thank you so much, sis. Remember, guys, if you have anything, feel free to connect on Facebook Messenger. So
You
I
have any
can,
brother?
there you go.
This airplane, Darren, is now in Albion Park. The whole of it.
Ooh.
All this airplane. I want to go record this airplane in Albion Park. Every
That's
angle,
cool.
yeah, every angle outside, Darren, and Sean and Kyle and everyone down's chat. And then I want to record inside, the back.
Yeah, do you know how much it cost him to fly that from where he lives here in the States all the way to Australia? You know how much in fuel that cost him?
In the trillions.
No, not that much.
Carlo!
And he doesn't have that kind of money.
Okay.
Trillion sounds like a lot of money.
It would probably cost anywhere between 50 to 100 grand.
Yeah.
And jet fuel, because jet fuel is not cheap. And plus,
it's very expensive.
And plus, it could take I think a couple thousand gallons. I mean, it takes a lot of fuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. Okay, I'm trying to. Now,
Yeah, once he.
These are things. Now, where is that?
I'm telling you what, man, that'd be boring to fly a 747 by yourself all the way to Australia. That's a 14-hour flight.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was John Travolta, once I leveled off and put it on autopilot, I'd be going all over the plane dancing to tragedy. When the feeling's gone and it can't go on, it's tragedy. And I'd be dancing and everything. In the nude, no doubt. Hey, man, you're the only one on the plane. Hell with it.
Yeah.
Hi, Hope. Thank you, Hope. God bless you. Drop your links. Eric, thank you so much.
All I know is if I was John Travolta, I would have had a bunch of friends with me. I wouldn't have went by myself because that's totally boring. Hey, douche, you want to go to Australia? Yeah, sure. What the hell? Yeah, let's go.
I like it.
2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 4 hours until I go to my niece and nephew's birthday today, Darren.
Oh,
4
nice.
hours in Victory.
Nice.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, whoever that wrestler is in AEW is one lucky bastard to nail down and marry Rhea Ripley. She's from Perth, Australia.
yep.
Because I'd tell him how much of a lucky bastard he is.
Mm-hmm. See, Darren, I have any bother in my face now. Clean shaven. Today I did it.
Well done, my friend. Ivy, make a love shout out.
Yeah, and Sean, Darren Dobson is coming to meet this year, Sean. Darren Dobson's coming to me in Australia.
That's right.
You look totally different without your glasses on, Ellie.
Exactly. Which way is better, Sean? Mm-hmm.
You could really see the Lebanese without the glasses on.
Exactly. I was going to say before you say anything, Sean, which way is better for me, with glasses on or without glasses?
As long as you can see, either is good.
Yeah, as long as you can see. But a lot of people do. When they take their glasses off for the first time, they look like somebody totally different.
Yeah. My problem, Sean and Darren, I can't see far distance. Not short, far. That's my problem.
I use my glasses for distance.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. Like when Darren takes his off, you can't recognize him.
Yeah.
Like if Darren grew hair, no one would know who the hell he was.
That's true.
And I will be taking us also on Darren Dobson to many different locations in Australia for videos.
Not even his
tour guide, so
not even Darren's wife would recognize him. I would love to see that. You go to pick her up in the Philippines, Darren, and you put like a fake wig on that looks good. See if she recognizes you.
Does that look like me? I'm going to send you the link.
Not really. Looks like you got a mustache there.
Oh, it sucks. BD drives upcoming premiere. There it is. Take a look at that picture. I thought it looked like me. Oh.
Oh!
Someone thought it was me. He's like, no.
Yeah.
But I thought it looked like me. It's all
hey, Ellie, is it starting to cool off there?
Not yet. It's like 24 degrees now. 24.
That's perfect.
It's going to rain today.
That's about like 70, isn't it, Darren?
Yeah, correct.
Question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got to remember, we do Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Right.
That's why I can't remember how to do the math. I know you divide by certain number. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Thank you, Narcy. Thank you, Paul. Salamat. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, Team Angelique.
Yeah, Darren, you remember in Canadian Bacon, the guy that was in charge of intelligence of Canada? He's like, the metric system, free condoms. It was hilarious, that part.
They give them out at school, I remember. You can get them. Hi, Daniel. Remember, guys, every 5 minutes, feel free to drop a link.
Yeah, I don't have any new links anyway, so I only got the Swans one, the live stream.
Ah. Take one of your short videos and drop a short video pin.
Yeah, I've told all my Canadian friends, watch the movie Canadian Bacon until we get rid of this president, because it's ridiculous. And they realize how ridiculous this is.
Your president, Sean, is a fuckwit. He's a psycho.
Watch the language.
Sorry, Dan, but it's true. He's a nut job, nutcase.
I'll drop a video to one of the suites at the resort. Copy. So this one is good. So this is DD, which Darren Dobson travels. Short.
But
There goes
Darren,
Alan.
my favorite line in that movie is Rip Torn playing as General Panzer
Okay.
when the president was telling him that that damn sheriff from Buffalo County, Bud Boomer. Boomer? Oh, sir, that's bullshit. This is some sort of Canadian trick. Blame us, get world sympathy, and making it impossible for night attack bombers to locate their cities and destroy their inhabitants. God, sir, that's the oldest trick in the book. and the further joke in this is they're talking about John Candy, which was born and raised in Toronto.
He was. He passed away very young.
57.
Yeah, very young.
And I was robbed. He was one celebrity I really wanted to meet. I looked up to him and Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And I never got to meet either one of them.
Did you know John Candy went to my high school?
Yeah. I'm surprised you never even met him yet. Or you never got to meet him.
He was older than me.
Yeah, he played football for your high school too.
Cool.
That's why he loved the Argonauts.
That's right.
And the year him and Wayne went partnership and bought the Argonauts, they won the championship. The only time they ever won the championship.
Wow. I think it's Drew Carey. Drew Carey bought a soccer team in Seattle or Vancouver. So yeah. Thank you guys for the Tamsax and the sport.
I know he probably could have if he wanted to, but I don't think John Candy did stand-up comedy.
Sure he did.
He did do stand-up comedy because I never seen one.
I'm sure he did because he's part of comedy shows all the time.
Yeah, it was probably during his SCTV days. That was Canadian version of the Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, even before that, that's when he would have did it. He was so funny.
Yep.
Thank you, Narcy. Manjeet, thank you so much, Manjeet. Thank you.
Oh, the narrative.
Good. Thank you. Good morning.
But when you see his kids, his daughter has his smile and eyes. It's nuts. Same smile, same eyes. His daughter, Jennifer. I can't remember his son's name. But his kids, especially his daughter, does speeches, people, fans that love John Candy and everything. And it's true. When I thought of this years ago, I'm wondering if John Candy, when he played Uncle Buck, he was just playing himself. It's true. She said of all the characters, Uncle Buck where Dad just played himself. Because the two,
so good.
Yeah, the two kids in the movie are the same age as his kids, and he acted the same way in real life too towards his kids. Like if some drunken clown was hired and came up to the door and just came from a drunken bachelorette party, he'd be like, "Get in your mouth and get out of here."
Thank you, Ivy. You're right. It is now 9:24 p.m. in Toronto, Canada, and so that would be, I think, 10:24 a.m. in Asia. So Singapore, Hong Kong, Philippines, all that. Awesome.
Yep, Darren, that's for sure.
And I think, till time goes back, I think, is it 1:24 in the afternoon for you, Ellie?
1:24, that's correct.
There you go.
I think we're 2 weeks away from that, right, Darren?
Correct. 2 weeks till we turn our clocks back, so it's finally 12 hours difference.
Yeah, 2 weeks from Sunday.
Ah, it's easy. That's nice. Something like at 2 a.m., it goes back to 1 a.m.
Yep.
Cell phones are automatic, but there's not too many clocks. In my car, I have to change it, stuff
A
like
lot
that.
of times, your
Much
computer and your cell phones, are automated. They'll do it themselves, but
Yep.
anything else you'd have to do yourself.
correct.
Except for your Huawei watch, it'll update like a cell phone.
Okay, it's easy.
Why is it I always park next to somebody and they pull out within an hour and I gotta keep an eye on someone backing in next to me? But I'm glad that we got these cameras inside the tractor now.
Oh,
You mean the truck?
Yeah, because it records if somebody hits me and then tries to run off. It's already got them on film, their license plate and everything.
well, that's.
Suckers.
Yeah,
I
and
thought it was
yeah,
recording inside the cab. So when you do
well,
it,
it only records inside the cab when I'm driving,
not
but
when it's walking.
yeah, but it's always recording, pointing outward.
Oh, that's
And if somebody hits you and then leaves, that's leaving the scene of an accident.
or crime.
Yep.
Not only that, he's going to get fired, probably get a CDL pulled, and the
Oh,
company that he drives for is going to pay for my downtime and the damage.
Oh yeah. Shit.
this big
Yeah.
Because
buck.
Darren remembers when that dude backed into me at that casino in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I was paid big time for that. I was
good.
down. I was down for like 4 days. He had to pay me for that, and I just had brand new drive tires put on, which was about $4,000.
Oof.
The downtime I got paid for covered my cost on the tires, and I was like, "Yes, man, I love this."
Oof. Is it always guaranteed you'll get paid during downtime?
Oh
Do you have
yeah,
to, you have to wait for it?
no, that comes through insurance.
Ah.
See,
Hey, there's a raid going on. Hi,
the,
Mimi
the
Bear.
the company's authority I drive through, we have our own mechanics and shop. They took care of it. They had the truck repaired in 2 days,
Wow.
but it cost about like maybe 15 grand. They had to get me a new hood and
Whoa.
some other stuff. Yeah, they just don't replace the quarter panel. They replace the
Thank
whole
you,
hood.
Angel.
Damn.
Thank you, Andrea.
Oh,
Thank
and
you, guys.
they had to
Macho.
replace they had to replace the detailing I had on it.
Thank
That
you,
was
Burger.
expensive.
May.
Yeah. That's right.
There's a raid going on. Chichi Worry Live. This is big raid from Team Ohio. Thank you, Mayan.
Hey, everybody from Team of Ohio. I live in New Madison, Ohio. It's by Richmond, Indiana, but on the Ohio side, right off Interstate 70. I should be joining your team because I am from Ohio.
Yeah.
There you go.
I live
Thank
about
you.
an hour north of Katz and Ants because they live in Hamilton.
Mama Tita, thank you.
I remember
Just
when
like
Katz
that,
and Ants,
posted the link.
yeah, Katz and
Finally.
Ants told me like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, we live in Hamilton. I was like, oh, cool. Go to Kings Island. Yeah, we go all the time. I said, my daughter works there.
Ellie,
You,
I'm marking here.
Yep. My live stream.
I've got it going on.
And you're going to be
Hey,
on my panel, Darren. That's for sure.
done, Ellie.
oh, Darren, I'm guessing all of them are not from Ohio. They just have joined the team.
Correct. Correct.
So,
Thank you, Team Ohio. Thank you, Annie. I think
Can we try
the founders, I think, in Ohio.
oh, most likely, yeah.
Thank you, May. Mamita.
But I'm sure they know Cats and Ants then, right?
I don't know. That's a good question. And if Chichi Wari is live, just drop the link and I'll go over and surprise. Is Chichi Wari live, guys? Nomi, thank you so much. GG Warrior Live, just drop the link and I'll pop over. 15 minutes.
I knew that was going to happen.
Warrior Live, Daniel.
I had a late dinner, Darren. I was hungry because I didn't eat most of the day. But I'm starting to get sleepy.
That's because your energy's going to digesting. Thank you, Angel.
Yeah, but I got to watch that sometimes because my blood sugar will sink, which is dangerous.
Okay. Jamie.
Like my daughter will call me and said, "Dad, did you eat anything today? What was the last thing you ate?" And I'm like, "I don't remember."
Oh.
She goes, "When was it that you ate?" I said, 6 o'clock this morning. Dad, that was 8 hours ago. I'm like, "Oh my God." I said,
Thank you, Angel.
Wasn't thinking about it. There was one time that my blood sugar did sink and I started shaking and got cold. That's bad. You don't want your sugar to get too low.
Exactly, Sean, you're right there.
You can pass out, right? Tammy, dropping the link.
Yeah, it's called hypoglycemia.
Hey, Tammy, chop, come up in the panel, you gut plonker. Come on. Come on, Tammy. Chop, chop, Tammy.
Evening, Darren. Nice to see you. Gracie, thank you. Mary Grace, thank you, Paul. What's the pin about, guys? Jordan, how are you?
But I do know in the mornings if I wake up in the morning like 5 or 6 in the morning, I'll go in and get a coffee and a sausage and cheese sandwich. Well, biscuit actually.
Does it taste like a jock strap or much better?
No. Love's is pretty good at making their coffee. It's just certain select locations that some places, if you get it late at night and they didn't wash the machines out and keep them clean, yeah, it turns to mud.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I said, Darren, it tastes like jock strap.
I don't know what jock strap tastes like. So.
It's because what I said a long time ago. I said this coffee tastes like it was filtered through a jock strap.
Oh, jeez, that's horrible.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna share this out.
So what happened to Cher? I heard on Facebook she said her brother died or something. Darren,
her brother passed away. She's lost 2 family members in 3 months.
Yeah, her mother now and her brother.
That's horrible.
Yes.
That's horrible.
And I think Finesse Habit, and if y'all are subscribed to Finesse Habit, pay attention because she's going to think she's going to do because she talked to me about it, doing a live stream for share, and all donations will go to share.
That's
very. I'm going to be honest with you, Sean, Darren. That's very nice of Madam Finesse Habit. To be honest, that's very nice of her.
Yeah, but she's always busy though. She's always running her store.
Yeah, her food store business for food for everybody in there in the Philippines.
She doesn't do food. She does plastics, plasticware, plastic bowls, a lot of everything plastic. And I'm glad she's doing well. I'm really happy for her. I was even during one of her live streams. I suggested, why don't you get like a small gun and just start shooting people's tires out when they get a flat tire right in front of the store, and the people come out of the jeepney and chop your store.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Because her shop is in a high traffic area. There's constant traffic going by her shop.
That's good. Okay, gotta give it.
Hey, Darren, Tammy's in the backstage, Darren.
1 second. Thank you. This thing's throwing a jacket.
Now, Darren, memory serves me. It is in Manila somewhere, right? Or Makati?
Which?
Finesse Habit's shop.
Yes. It's in that region. Tammy!
Darren! How are you, brother?
Good evening. How are you?
Not too bad.
Yeah,
I've been
Tammy,
trying to
how's
call.
How I'm doing?
I've been trying to call you, Tammy.
I had a late dinner, Sean.
Yeah, I kind of figured you were either asleep or helping your mom. But I wanted to tell you, Elimination Chamber is I think tomorrow night in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yes.
My place of birth. And you know what? They've only sold, I think, 60% of the tickets.
Is that
It's
all?
really awful. Yeah, they're having a hard time selling tickets. WrestleMania is just as bad. I said everybody should have got a clue when they saw the event from Saudi Arabia. Half the seats were empty.
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
I said that's
Hi,
the
Lisa.
economy for you. People cannot afford, especially the price that they're asking for those tickets, especially at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Average
How
ticket
much are they
price
asking
at,
for?
yeah, average ticket price for the Elimination Chamber is $380 a piece.
Wow.
That's just for the ticket.
Whoa.
Sean, what about food? Petrol?
Yeah, well, people, not everybody in Vegas is going to go to WrestleMania. People are going to be coming from all over the country, but you got to figure, are they going to be able to afford it? Because you got plane ticket, your transportation to and from, you got your hotel stay, your food to pay for, and not only that, the amount of price the tickets are. Average price for WrestleMania is $8,000.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of guys on YT have been discussing this.
Whoa.
Yeah. That don't surprise me.
And
Because that stadium they built that in a month. And that's the
Alvin!
whole 80,000 people. And all they had at the Royal Rumble was 20,000.
because I watched the match with Kana and that was it, and I was seeing empty seats all over the place, and I'm like, maybe they don't like the women. No, even during the main event, half the seats were still empty at that venue.
Yeah.
Wow.
There were 60,000 seats empty.
But
Yeah, Tammy, how's your mom?
Triple H, spikes the prices of tickets like this. It's like only wealthy people are going to be able to afford the ringside if you're able to get them interested in buying those tickets.
Yep.
The majority of people they're not going to take a mortgage out on their house or max out their credit card for this. It's not going to happen.
Done, Alvin.
Hey, Tammy, how's your mother? Tammy, you got Plonka?
Yeah, she's all right.
Have
And
you been to any Tammy shops, for me, for the mini DJI microphone? Not yet.
I haven't had chance, Zoe, because my
Okay.
car's not working.
Your
Brother.
car's not working.
No,
Do you have to?
But
Do you have to? Do you have to go with your friend?
when he can take me, yes. But I went out to start the car and the car wouldn't start. And it can't be the battery because I've not long had a new battery put in it.
Yep.
Oh.
It
But
could be
Tammy, that goes along with what I was trying to say afterward. They're not pushing a lot of the talent. Like in the women's division, they're pushing Livy Morgan and Rhea Ripley. That's it. And Livy Morgan is a gymnast. She's not a wrestler originally. And the only reason why they're pushing her is because she's got a nice ass that a lot of guys like. That's obvious. I said, dudes, if that's what you want to see, go to a damn strip club.
Exactly. Yes, Sean. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jordan. Thank you,
Yeah,
Ivy.
I didn't like what they done to AJ Styles.
Yeah, they're throwing him into the Hall of Fame right away. It's like, no, give him time off. Wait about 5 to 10 years, then bring him back.
Yeah.
I didn't like what they done to him.
But I don't know who the creative is. Triple H is a part of this, but it's crap, and a lot of the fans do not like it. They have really no backstory on anybody to build up WrestleMania at all. It's
Hi,
like
Brett from IKEA.
they're not pushing Kana and Kiri Sane. They're barely pushing Iro Sky. They're not pushing Charlotte Flair either. It's like, what are you people doing?
Yeah, there's dumb nuts. That's what they are, Sean.
Plus, just because she's got a nice tush doesn't mean it's going to fill butts in the seats.
Yeah.
She's a grass smoker. She was busted with weed in Florida about 1.5 years ago.
Yeah, she was.
At least Rhea Ripley don't have a record.
Wow.
That's right, Sean. You're right there.
Wow.
But I'm telling you what, if they want to get instant heat, like Jim Cornette says, any heat is good heat. This could possibly be such good heat, it would cause a riot in the place. Just like Jim Cornette did in the old Mid-South. Because Jim Cornette will tell you, it's amazing. He made out of a lot of venues alive. He stirred up so much heat. Yes.
Yeah.
And Tammy knows my idea, and yes, that would cause a lot of heat and a lot of tension.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Yeah, anyways, tell me, did you hear about Sir's brother? He passed away.
When did that happen?
Darren.
3 days ago.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm back now.
Oh!
Hi, Ellie.
Bye.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi.
But, yeah, you're right. What you said, Sean. There's already one in AEW getting a lot of flack for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's had to change his ring attire.
But I can, within 10 minutes, I can give him enough material that would last till next WrestleMania.
Hey, Darren.
But you can't just do this overnight. You got to build it up. You just can't do it overnight and make it like a flash in the pan. You got to build up the story, and you got to build it up and build that tension until you reach the peak, and hope it sticks.
Exactly, Sean. Exactly.
Me, when I sent the idea to Jim Cornette, I put P.S. Please don't think this is the same kind of idea Shitstain would have. He hates Vince Russo, and that's who he calls Shitstain.
God damn it.
It was because him fighting Vince Russo a lot on a lot of stupid shit Vince Russo wanted to do.
Oh, really?
Cornette left the WWE because of him.
Ah. Thank you,
It
Sammy.
was either Vince was going to fire him or I was going to kill him, is what Cornette said.
Ah. Thank you, Jordan. And I'm going to go to the other channel. I'll still be live here. There we go, over the other tab.
Yeah, and I remember, Tammy, you're going to do my thing for Coco, cross-stitching.
Yeah, well, once I find out if I got our surgery and I can get that over with, Ellie, and I'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, even to this day, I would still stack Kana up Livy Morgan anytime. I bet you Kana is a lot better of a wrestler. I bet you she sells more merch and has got a bigger following.
Yeah,
but in yet you're not seeing her like Monday night. She wasn't even on it. Her or Kiri Sane.
Like,
Oh.
And I'm like, see, that's why I won't blindly buy a ticket to an event if I don't know who's on the card.
yeah, because they don't tell you who's on.
Back in the day.
SmackDown.
Yeah, back in the day, you knew who was all on the card all the way up to the main event. You knew it all. unless there was an emergency, somebody didn't make it or got injured, but they replaced him with somebody. Because I remember Big Boss Man wrestled 3 matches at this event I was at.
Yeah.
Boss Man was a trooper, I'll tell you. But
what about Sean? The old
you go to these events now. You're looking around at everybody. Okay, who's wrestling who tonight? You don't know.
Is that huh? No, that's what I'm saying, Sean. In the wrestling.
Exactly.
That's why, Timmy, I like the old wrestling, not the wrestling now, the old one.
Yeah, the only reason why I spent that $400 ticket in Nashville years ago was because I knew she was going to be there that night. But the problem is they shut down that TA truck stop permanently, and I had nowhere close to park.
Bye.
Yeah. It's the only time I've ever seen recently a wrestler do more than one match was Gunther at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, Timmy.
Where he retired AJ Styles and then went on into the Men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, there had to have been something that AJ doesn't like, and I can see it, sort of, why he just said, I'm going to retire and get away from this. Because I bet you he had a conversation with John Cena about it. Because John Cena could have wrestled another 10 years easy, but he didn't because he's sick of the bullshit.
Yeah. And AJ has been in the WWE for 10 years. 20 years. No, 10 years. Because he first came in 2016.
But I'm telling you, if WrestleMania is not sold out and they're screwed, that's when they renew contracts. A lot of the wrestlers' contracts are up. A lot of them are not going to get renewed, and they're going to cut a lot of wrestlers. Instead of cutting the staff, they're going to let wrestlers go, and you're going to see a boom in the AEW.
Yeah.
Possibly. Like if they let Kana walk, I would sign her in a New York minute. I'd be like, come over here.
Oh, yeah. A lot of them that was with the WWE's gone over there.
And if she wanted to retire anyway, I'd talk her out of it.
I mean, you got Jake the Snake Roberts over there. You got Taz, the Big Show.
And if I was a part of creative in AEW, I would say you're going to go as Kana, not Asuka, because I liked her as Kana anyway. That's what I knew her as from Japan.
Stucky!
But the only trouble is, a lot of them can't use their wrestling name from another company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, they can't take her name because she was already established before she entered the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's probably Japan owns the rights to her name while she was wrestling with Japan. That's why.
I don't think they own it. She does. It's her character. She developed it.
Yeah, well, John Cena, that's his real name. And every movie he appears in, because he used his real name, he's got to pay WWE a percentage.
I wouldn't do that. I'd take him to court over that. Say, that's my real name. They can't copyright that. And I know this because there was an NFL football player that played for the Miami Dolphins that had the same name as a very famous NBA player. And they tried to get him for copyright, and it's like, you can't do that. That's his name.
That's right.
He played for the Lakers, the NBA player. I'm kicking myself to remember. I don't think it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was somebody else. Yeah, it was Jabbar. He had the same last name as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And it's like you can't copyright a name. Well, a personal name you can't. The name of a team you can.
You're right there, Sean. You know your shit. That's
But yeah,
for sure.
because he did say why he has to pay a percentage to WWE. It's because he wrestled under the name John Cena. So he has to pay them a percentage.
Yeah, but it's not his fault. I bet you if he took it to court, he'd win.
Did you know I copyright the F word? So that's why everybody has all these swear jars. There's that. All money goes to me.
But
It's
I
like
owe you a bit of money then,
Yeah,
Darren, because I got a T-shirt that says there it goes my last
Yeah,
flying F.
Yeah, there are certain things that cannot be copyrighted.
Yeah, John Cena has actually admitted he's got to pay a percentage.
Yeah, and like one guy I looked up to for years as a musician, Gene Simmons from Kiss. Okay, he wanted to copyright the hand symbol he did in the crowd, which is not the universal sign of rock and roll. It's actually the sign in sign language for "I love you." And we're trying to tell Gene, you didn't create that. The devil horns, because he sticks his thumb out. The real sign for rock and roll is just the index finger and the pinky extended. And the one that created that by accident was Ronnie James Dio, because he was holding the microphone and trying to wave at the crowd at the same time. And that's where it got started. He did it by accident. And Ronnie James Dio did it in the late 70s when he was a part of a band called Rainbow.
It's daft what people try and get get the rights to nowadays. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. You got that right, Tammy. You got Plonker.
You're a girl plonker, Eddie.
You got Plonker, Tammy.
Oh my gosh.
Kyle is back. I'll be back shortly, guys.
Back fire in the house.
Hi, Ellie.
Right. Now, Dan, what happened to the fanatic guy?
Don't know, Eddie.
Yeah, he just disappeared. Maybe he's dead or something.
Who disappeared?
What happened to the fanatic guy?
I don't know. We'll reach out to his channel. I'm sure he's there. Sure he's there. Have to go back to the old. What's his is that his link, Fanatic Guy? Is that his YouTube channel name?
Think so. I don't know, Darren.
Yeah, you know who I miss, Darren? Murad. That's who I miss.
The last time I checked a year ago, Rad's channel was still there. I think they're always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maraud's channel's still there.
Yeah.
So
You can say, Tammy, I'm the second Murad now in Australia with the haunted stuff.
There you go. Okay, we're just waiting for the last chatter.
Yes.
Almost done.
Hey! Woohoo!
Like Tammy, for instance, when it comes to copyright, do you remember, it was probably before you were born or you were real little, when Hulk Hogan first came to the WWF?
Yeah.
He was originally called the Incredible Hulk Hogan. Yes, Marvel tried to nail WWF at the time and Hulk Hogan for using that name. So what McMahon did was take off the Incredible part and just called him Hulk Hogan, and there was nothing they could do about that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The Incredible Hulk, that's copyrighted. So they stripped the Incredible part off and just went with Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
But Hogan came to the WWF with that name from the AWA.
Okay.
Yep.
Vince McMahon did not create the name or character Hulk Hogan. Hogan did it for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
And what about as well, Sean? The Yokozuna and Joey the Clown, they were good characters.
Yeah, they're
See,
both dead now. They're both dead, Ellie.
This copywriting the names was Vince's idea because a lot of the classic legendary wrestlers built their own characters and had their own names already, like Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yeah.
He couldn't copyright that name because that was his name all over the territories.
Adventures.
That means he has to share in the portion of selling the merch.
Oh, cool.
Well, he does.
Thank you.
They do that with all the wrestlers, but a lot of the younger ones get screwed versus the older ones that didn't get screwed as bad.
Thank you, sis.
Like Mick Foley, he makes money just off the merch still, and he hasn't wrestled in years. But he owns Cactus Jack. That was his original name, was Cactus Jack.
Oh.
But Dude Love was created by WWE and Mankind. But Mick Foley and Cactus Jack, those names stay with him. But that was my favorite gimmick he had was Cactus Jack.
Yeah, I liked him in that. It was Cactus Jack.
Okay.
I like the Rock and Sock connection too.
Yep.
Okay, here's Kyle's.
Like, they copyrighted Farouk's name, but not Ron Simmons because that was his real name.
Yep.
Kyle's
I think
upcoming live stream is pinned.
I think it's ridiculous that John Cena's got to pay money. Money out.
Well, he needs a good lawyer is what it is. That would have got him out of that a long time ago. It's like you can't copyright his name because that's his real name.
Yep.
Now, if you want to get to the copyright part, give him another gimmick and call him something else. Then you have control.
Thank you.
The ducky.
But they didn't realize how big John Cena would have gotten because he was a nobody when he first came in. He was like a white boy rapper type, and I didn't really care for him.
Twice Konnichiwa. Thank Mommy Paz.
But he took the mickey out of The Rock and Batista for doing movies.
Yeah, but they're the only men that are carrying this, keeping this train going for them would be Dusty Rhodes' his youngest son. What's his name?
Cody.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, and the one that's related to The Rock.
Thank you,
and
Rikishi.
He was the champion for a while.
Oh, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. Those two are the two names and personalities that are keeping this train going for them. The rest of them what they should have done was what Cornette said: is push the one guy, who's the one that comes out with the sword.
Oh, McIntyre. Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre.
Yeah, he said they should have pushed him long ago, but they won't push Drew McIntyre. I don't know why.
No, he was in the WWE ages ago, and Vince wouldn't renew his contract.
But there's a lot of talent they pissed away. They could have really done something with them.
Yep.
I mean,
Thank
some
you,
of the
Adventure.
talent they've got in AEW is brilliant.
But the problem is these younger ones coming up now, they have no idea what it's like the old way. Now Cody probably could do it, where they
Yeah.
stop. They said we're no longer scripting anything. Y'all better come with the game, like the old guys did. You ad-libbed everything. You knew what the outcomes were and what they wanted, but you worked it out. You ad-libbed it, and these guys are paid far superior than what their fathers were paid.
Thanks, PH Adventure. I saw your comment. Thanks, PH Adventure.
Well, Cody's brother, Dustin.
It was the Attitude Era when they stopped the ad-libbing. That's when they started scripting shit. Was after the Attitude Era.
Well, his brother, Cody Rhodes' brother, he wrestles under his dad's name now, Dustin Rhodes. But he's out at the moment. He's had double knee replacement.
Well, that's his name, Dustin Rhodes.
Ooh. Ooh.
He used to wrestle under Goldberg in the WWE.
But
And
none of them talk or act like their dad. That's what's strange. I figured Dustin would. He goes, "Oh, by morning we be making movies, baby." I mean, when Dusty Rhodes talked, he had class. That was why he was the greatest talker in the business. Always has been.
Dustin talks like his dad now in AEW. But he's been out for a while because he's had double knee replacement.
Ooh.
I'll get up there. Let's see.
Ooh.
I dined with kings and queens and dined with poor men with pork and beans.
But I thought you'd like that name from the other night, Sean. Black bastard.
Well, they're going to have to probably pay Michael Myers for that name.
Yeah.
And plus, I'd let Michael Myers come out and play that part. I'd like you to meet my new partner in evil, Fat Bastard. He's in Japan. You see him, his shadow silhouette through the paper wall in Japan, and he steps off the toilet and turns around and looks. I didn't have corn.
The funniest thing, Sean, was Angry Grandpa farts.
Yeah, he's supposed to be making another Austin Powers movie, but rumor has it.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. Michael Myers hadn't done anything in years. It's like it's time for another Austin Powers movie. And he's Canadian too.
He is. Wow, Baguio City Adventure.
Yeah, but I've always wanted him to go back and do another Wayne's World because they only did two.
Wow.
Only did two. But I don't think he can get Garth to do it. The guy that played as Garth.
Wow.
There's a guy from England that wrestles for AEW, and he's amazing. Will Ospreay is his name. He is fantastic.
I remember hearing that name. Ospreay.
Oh, he's amazing. You know Assassin's Creed?
I already tell you.
Game,
If I was in
dressed like that.
If I was in WWE, I would already have my gimmick and name already picked out. There's already been a famous one by the name of Shawn Hicklebottom, which is Shawn Michaels. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Me, I'd come out dressed as a knight. I'd be perfect. I would be a perfect partner for McIntyre because he comes out with the sword. But I'd come out as sirloin. I'll be like an English knight named Sirloin. Oh yeah, the ladies would love it.
That'd be hilarious.
Yep, it would.
It'd be just as funny as Val Venus or Mr. Ass.
Oh,
Ladies.
I love Billy Gunn as Mr. Ass.
Yeah, he said that's his favorite gimmick of them all. He said definitely Mr. Ass. he had the best music too.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it sounded like
yeah.
Steve. It sounded like Steve Perry sang that.
I don't know who sang it, but that theme song was brilliant.
But you know who wrote and performed a lot of the music for the WWF and WWE? Jimmy Hart.
Oh,
I didn't know
Jimmy
he
Hart.
had musical talent like that. Yeah, Jimmy Hart wrote it. He even wrote Shawn Michaels' theme song.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
originally he originally sang it, but then he changed it and made Sherry Martel, Sensational Sherry, sing it. But then they had Shawn Michaels do his own version when Sherry Martel retired.
Yeah, because she's dead now, isn't she? Since they
Yeah,
yeah.
she died shortly thereafter. Luna Vachon did. Now, if you want to know a woman that had a nice looking butt, Luna Vachon did, definitely. Although she wasn't much to look at, but she had a nice bod and a nice butt. I can't remember what event it was. The cameraman was right behind her, and you heard some fan yell at her, "You got a nice butt, baby."
That's funny.
And I'd be standing next to her and go like, she already knows that. What do you think she's showing it for? Yeah, women know they got a nice butt if they don't. Like Lizzie Morgan knows that she's got a nice ass. She knows it. And a lot of guys are going to chase after that, and they're never going to get anywhere near it.
Yep.
But, Tammy, I do agree with what that YouTuber said. If I'm spending $40,000 for a second row ringside seat, I better be able to grab Livy Morgan's ass cheek. I mean, really. For that price? I'll tell you what, if I paid that, I'd be like, I want my dinner and drink with Kana. That's all I want.
Heck yeah. It's bloody ridiculous, the price.
Yep.
A lovely evening at the Cat's Meow in Las Vegas, and because that's where I'm going to be both nights when WrestleMania is in Vegas in next month or in April. It's in April, right? Yeah, I made arrangements to be there for that weekend. All I'm doing is I'm going to the Cat's Meow for Friday and Saturday night after the show to see if she shows up.
Nice.
And yes, and I'll be dressed to the nines, ready to rock and roll.
That's if she's in WrestleMania. Ask her.
Well, she lives there. She only lives about like 13 to 14 miles from the Reliance Center. She lives in Henderson. I know this because that was the last time I talked to Murad. I showed him that video she did at her house. I said, "You recognize this? It's somewhere in Vegas." And Murad saw it and he goes, "Oh, I know this area. This is not too far from me. This is in Henderson." He goes, I recognize the houses because a lot of the houses look a lot alike in the same neighborhood. He said, "You got to make money to live there, though." At that time, before Murad passed, those houses were going for about $200,000. Now they're probably going for like 3 or 4.
Probably.
Yep.
But Murad,
She's got to win the Elimination Chamber tomorrow to have a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, Murad looked at it very closely. I said, I'm trying to look at numbers on the houses. He couldn't see them. He goes, I know it's here in Henderson. Because I had Murad look at it because he's from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Alvin.
If she don't win the Elimination Chamber, I can't see that she'd be at WrestleMania wrestling.
Oh, she'll be at WrestleMania. They need everybody. But the thing is, they better develop some storylines or something to go along with WrestleMania because this is the driest WrestleMania. It's like, do they have anybody in a beef with anybody? It's like there's no heat anywhere. I've never seen this before. Because I was listening to Cornette and I was listening to everybody else that's got a big YouTube channel that deals with wrestling. And they're like, there's no heat. This is the most ridiculous WrestleMania. And the ticket sales are ridiculous. They sold less than 20% that they sold last year there. Or no, more than that. They sold they've only sold less than 40%. I'm sorry. But there's still tons of empty seats, especially for tomorrow night in Chicago. And those seats were not moving. The guy said, I showed this same photo or same screenshot, and this is an updated one from the United Center, and not one seat has sold in the past 2 weeks.
Wow.
That don't surprise me, to be honest.
He said they're going to make it look full because they're going to move people around. They're going to move them from the cheap section down to the area because one area on one side of the tunnel where they come out, the aisleway, is empty. Yeah. Not one seat is sold, and those seats are going for $5,000. Ridiculous.
That is a stupid price.
Yeah, what they're going to do is, and they're going to do this in a matter of maybe an hour before showtime. They're going to move everybody down to make the bowl look full, and they're going to tarp off the empty seats to make it appear like it's a sellout, and it's not going to be.
Yeah, because pay-per-views like that, they normally tell you how many are in the stadium. And when they announced it at Royal Rumble, and it wasn't even, I don't even think they had 20,000 there. I think it was nearly 18,000. But with 8,000 seats.
Due to the lack of sales of ever since Saudi Arabia, every big event, the ticket sales went in the shitter. I'm telling you, they're not going to re-sign a lot of these people that their contracts are up after WrestleMania. And I think that's another reason why AJ Styles decided to walk, because they're probably not going to renew his contract anyway.
Yeah,
they're going to dump a lot of talent.
But even that, AJ Styles decided to just retire because he's fed up of it.
Crazy.
Yeah, a lot of these pretty girls are trying to push have done awfully. Like the one that wrestled Natalia.
Yeah.
When she got, it looked like she was going to get pushed into the post, and she didn't. She didn't hardly sell it. I mean, well, she overly sold it, but she barely hit the freaking post. It was ridiculous. And if I was Natalia, how can I work with somebody that's taking a crap on what we're doing? Yeah, it's going to be a hard bump, and there's sometimes you got to take that bump, but you'll live, and you're not going to get seriously injured. Now, the ones that I don't like them, especially the girls take, is the backflip off the top rope onto the floor. I do not like that. Io Sky did that. I would have been like in the ring, not outside the ring. You'll end up in a freaking wheelchair if they screw that up.
Well, Biggie, one of the New Day, the big guy, Biggie, he won't ever be able to wrestle again. He's not cleared to wrestle.
Yeah, that's one thing that Cornette even pointed out. There's a lot of good talent that had their careers cut short because of this stupidity. Doing a high risk bump that's not needed and can end your career.
Wow.
It wasn't. His wasn't a high risk. It was outside the ring, and he ended up landing on his head, and it broke his neck, fractured his neck. His neck.
That's bad.
Outside the ring fighting is just fine, but none of this jumping off 15 feet and then onto the floor. No, what Iro Sky did, they had made her do twice was ridiculous. And if I was her boyfriend, I'd be like, "Is that necessary?" I said, "Now, into the ring from the top of the cage, but the trash can on your head? No, that was stupid." And I'm like, whose silly ass idea was that? Have her come off the top of the cage by herself, not with a trash can over her head. Oh my God.
You don't want to get injured. That's for sure.
I'm like, look, I could get a better pop. You give me two of these Japanese girls from Yoshi Wrestling that work well together. Oh, you would get the crowd into it really quick. The way they go at it. And they don't do none of this high flying crap. There's a lot of acrobatics and it's very fast. But it's a lot more convincing than what these girls are doing.
It was at War Games, Darren. It was 2 rings and a steel cage.
Okay.
When it was, the match doesn't officially start till all 10 women are in the ring.
Wow.
And you had Io Sky climb the cage and stuck the bin over her head. And at the same time, you had Tiffany climb the other side up the cage, and they both backflipped at the same time.
Wow.
Now, like, who's the one that is the booker? I would have took the trash can off Iro Sky, and I would have found the booker, and I would have hit him over the head with it. That would have got the crowd popped into it. Like, yeah! Been like, clang. Said, "You dumbass, what are you doing?"
But it's like on CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Punk hit McIntyre with a toolbox, busted his head open. He had 17 staples put in his head, top of his head.
Yeah, that was probably unintentional. But if any heat is good heat, like Jim Cornette would say.
Because promotion.
Mistakes will be made. And that usually gets the crowd into it.
But in AEW, Darby Allin,
downstairs.
he climbed up a ladder, jumped from the very top of the ladder, went straight through a glass of paint glass, and he ended up with stitches.
But it's what puts butts in the seats.
Yeah.
When I showed Sean AEW, it was packed. There wasn't a seat available in the stadium.
The WWE, the way they're charging the prices of tickets, they're just handing the keys of the kingdom over to AEW.
Yep.
Wow.
Because when they come to England, they wrestle in Wembley every year, and they hold the record for the most sporting events, over 80,000 in Wembley Stadium.
Well, Wembley always sold out, no matter what was there.
Wow.
Yeah, they had over 80,000, and they hold the record now for the most people to attend a sporting event.
Wow.
And there was
Well,
no seats available at Wembley.
remember when Corny said that? He goes, "You want to know why, Brian, that the Wimbledon Stadium always sold out?" He goes, I don't know, Jim. Because those Brits got money to spend. That's what I loved about Corny. He threw it out there without bullshit.
Hi, Daniel.
Yeah. Well, WWE, they won't. The only event they hold in England, and that's up in Scotland, is Clash of Castle.
That's a WWE event, right?
Yeah, that's the only WWE event they will hold in England.
I like
Pay-per-view.
that. I like that. The Clash at the Castle. That sounds like it
Yeah.
should be held in Donington in Birmingham. Well, outside of Birmingham.
No, it's held in Scotland every year.
Because they got the Donington Castle Rock Festival that they used to have there every year.
Yeah. It's held near where Drew McIntyre come from. In Scotland.
I thought he was Irish.
No, Drew McIntyre is Scottish. Hence why he wears the kilt and the sword.
Well, Mac, that's MC. Mick. Whenever her name starts with MC, it's most likely Irish.
Yeah, this is McIntyre.
Whatever happened to that Irish Celtic wrestler with the red hair?
Sheamus?
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
He's out at the moment with an injury.
That's not good.
It's never good when they get an injury.
Because Sheamus was put together, and they weren't paying attention to Sheamus back in the day until Jesse Ventura got to be in charge of WWE. First time Jesse ever came back in years. And he goes, wow. That's right, I'm in charge tonight, Vince. And he was handing Vince the old tuxedo. It's going to be me and you behind the mic. Saturday night's main event. Oh, everybody loved it. And that's when he for some reason, Jesse knew what he was doing. He wanted Sheamus in there. They had the series of events to go up against the world to get the world title, and Sheamus ended up winning it. He goes, I'm tired of seeing the same old people going after the world title and getting it. I want to see a series of matches of a bunch of talent guys that have never gotten it. And Sheamus was his number one pick.
Yeah.
And you know what? The crowd loved it when he said that.
And Finn from the Judgment Day, he's also Irish.
Oh, wow.
They had three wrestlers that's Irish: Becky Lynch, Sheamus, and
Becky Lynch is Irish? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's Irish, and so is Finn Balor. But Drew McIntyre is from Scotland. Ayers in Scotland.
Well, I can tell you this: if I was in creative and needed something going on tomorrow night, and for WrestleMania, I'd make sure the Bella Twins had a beef with the tag champions. They brought the Bella Twins back. That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was only the twin sister only come back for the Royal Rumble.
And that was it? They didn't bring them back permanently?
No. Daniel
That's
Bryan's wife isn't coming out of retirement.
I'd be like, you bring the Bella Twins back, and then okay, now you got to bring back the Iconics. They were brilliant. I got to give props to whoever invented that tag team, the Iconics. They were brilliant.
You got Brie and Bella, and I think it's Brie that's gone back. Only because she got married to one of the dancers from Dancing with the Stars, had a son with him, and they got divorced. They weren't married, I don't think, 3 years, and they got divorced. So she had no choice but to go back to wrestling to make money.
Yeah, but I don't get this. Well, they get married and have a kid with somebody and then end up divorced. Didn't they realize if it was going to work or not early on?
Well, I think it's because she wanted kids and she was engaged to John Cena. And she called the wedding off a few days before they got married.
I'm not so sure it's her fault. John Cena had been with a lot of women.
Well, the reason why they split is because John was too busy filming than sorting stuff out for the wedding.
Yeah, John Cena, I do know he had a Chinese fiance, or he was married to a Chinese lady because he speaks fluent Chinese.
Wow.
Yeah, no, his first wife was American. Then he got engaged to either Brie or Bella, one of the two, because the other Bella twin is married to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I know, but he was with a Chinese national married to him because he speaks fluent Chinese. He did a YouTube video about this.
Wow.
And his wife that John Cena's married to now, she's from Iran. She's not Chinese. She's from Iran.
Well, he gets around. Well, he did have a Chinese fiance or wife briefly because he speaks fluent Chinese. He did a YouTube video on it, and he was speaking Chinese. It was funny, but he spoke Chinese.
Leonardo!
His first wife was American, and she divorced him because he was cheating on her constantly.
Yeah, all I know is a lot of these guys that work in WWE, they're freaking blind or gay or both.
Well,
in my opinion.
Well, when the Bella twin, one of the Bella twins, was engaged to him, for her to move into his mansion, she had to sign a 70-page contract to move into his mansion with him.
You told me the story about that. John Cena was really weird.
Yeah, she wasn't allowed to cook. They had to order takeout every night and have dinner delivered.
Yeah, and these people that live a lavish lifestyle like that, how are they going to maintain it as they get older and the money goes dry? Me, right. I'm like, give me just a regular 3-bedroom house, just like Matt Light does. And that's why Matt Light is still real rich, because he didn't live a lavish lifestyle. He didn't change his lifestyle at all. He's still that same old country boy from Greenville, Ohio, that loves to hunt. He lives in a 3-bedroom house, multi-millionaire, has a pickup truck, and his wife owns a Buick.
Well, he had John Laryngitis and a few others go and stay at the mansion. After they had dinner, the boys retired, or the men retired to the smoking room. The women weren't allowed to go in there. They had to go in a different room. And then if they wanted to stay up after 10 o'clock, they had to text John Cena to tell him they were staying up, to make sure it was okay for them to stay up.
Yeah, see, if I had rules like that, I'd be like, you ladies gonna have, if you're gonna stay up late and next to the pool, you gotta be wearing a bikini or nothing else. I'd make stupid rules, like that.
And I'm not being funny, but if I was engaged to John Cena and he wanted me to sign a 70-page contract to move in with him, I'd tell him where to shove it. I'd turn around and tell him I ain't signing shit. Shove it up your ass.
Yeah, but see, he's one of those types, got famous, loves spending the money, living that big high life lifestyle, and it never lasts.
That's right.
And unless he does something that makes it last.
Well, it's like he travelled somewhere to go and get a suit, and he come back with 50 bloody suits. He went and bought 50 suits.
I'd be like, okay, what do I need a suit for? I'm like, we got this party going. Oh, okay. I'd find some local place. We're going to see if I can find something real nice. I wouldn't buy a bunch of suits because how often
I'm
do you
like,
wear them? You wear them in
exactly.
you wear them either getting married or in the grave.
That's
Other than
true.
that, I'd rather not wear a suit because I never like the pants because they ride right up the ass something fierce.
What
And
kind
I'm
of
like,
pants are you wearing?
who designs these freaking pants for suits? I don't like it riding up my ass crack like that.
What kind of pants are you wearing?
Whatever came with the tux or the suit.
I mean, 50 suits is ridiculous.
You can adjust those.
Well, I did. I'm like, can you give me a pair of pants that some fag didn't wear?
I know he goes to different, like the movie awards and stuff like that, and he presents awards, but 50 suits, I'm like, that's a bit ridiculous. What, you're only going to wear them once, and then what you're going to do with them after you wore them once?
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're going to make your money back on them.
Even as a politician, I wouldn't really wear a suit. I'm like, that's not me. I'm not going to be a
Well,
stiff in the suit to lie to you.
he was going to call animal control and have our dog taken away because he wouldn't let the dog live in the house. In his house, he had to live in the granny house. The dog did, and the dog bit him. Didn't
Whoa!
pierce his skin or nothing. So we threatened to call animal control and have our dog taken away.
Wow! Wow!
Anyway, I'm going to hit the sack, guys. I'm getting tired. I enjoyed our
Hey, thanks for
conversation,
coming
Tammy.
on.
And yeah,
Oh,
and Tammy ain't doing anything tomorrow.
I'm
You can
out tomorrow.
You can call me if you want to. I've been
All right,
bugging Darren to have somebody to talk to.
I'm out tomorrow. I've got a friend coming round, and we're going to
Oh, okay.
go and do a bit of shopping.
Oh, okay. But y'all have a good night, okay?
And
Good
you,
night,
Sean.
Sean. Thanks for coming.
Sure. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye, mate.
That's awesome. Hey, good
But my
timing.
favorite,
The 30 minutes.
my favorite wrestler, Darren, in AEW, comes from Canada.
Really?
Yeah, Winnipeg.
Oh. Excellent.
He lives in Japan. He lives in Japan as well. He's got a place in Japan. He speaks fluent Japanese.
Oh.
And his name is Kenny Omega.
Right on.
And he's now lives in Florida.
Wow.
He's moved to Florida. And he was out for nearly 2 years. Because he had 3 foot of intestine removed.
Ooh.
He had that diverticulitis.
Ooh.
And they thought it would end his wrestling career.
Ooh. I guess so.
But they ended up removing 3 feet of intestine.
Oof. Oof. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you could see he was in a lot of pain when he was wrestling.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
No, it's not.
Thank you,
But, yeah.
Peter.
He's my favourite wrestler of all time in AEW. Him and then Darby Allin. Because Darby Allin, he's made it to the top of Everest. He climbed Mount Everest
That is amazing.
and made it to the top.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, a lot of WWE wrestlers have gone to AEW.
Wow. And where is that headquartered? U.S. or Europe or where?
It's American. It's owned
Okay.
by Tony Khan.
Ah,
He's a young billionaire.
wow.
I think he's early 30s.
Oh, okay.
But he puts on a pay-per-view in England every year.
Wow.
Every
That's pretty
August.
cool to watch. That's why
Yeah,
you're up late, because it's nice time here. It's late for you. Well, what time usually do they do the performance? Is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that would be around midnight for you.
yeah, it's normally around 7 midnight to 1 a.m. my time.
Yeah, that's about right. Ellie
Um,
Dunn.
But when they're in Dubai, it's Ellie's backstage, Darren. That one
Alrighty.
at the Royal Rumble, it was 8 o'clock my time. And it finished at 2 a.m. in Dubai.
Ellie. Okay.
You got plonker. But tomorrow night, literally 10-minute drive from where I live. Not even that, it's about a 5-minute drive. About 15-minute walk. WWE's Carlito. It's wrestling in my hometown.
Really?
Yes.
That would be exciting. But not if it's expensive.
It's £30 front row seats or ringside seats.
That's not bad at all.
£22 for the rest of the seats.
All right. Take the 22 pounds just off the front second row. Go for it.
Oh, I'd be front row.
No, T.
I ain't scared of them. I ain't scared of no wrestler.
Yeah, it's not about scare of getting a proper view and you don't get spit and sweat and blood splashed on you.
Oh, I'm used to that, Darren. And I used to put up the damn wrestling ring and take it down.
Eh,
The amount of wrestlers' teeth I found in the bloody ring is ridiculous. Honestly,
oh, that's funny.
I've seen one of them, he got punched and knocked his tooth flying.
Oh,
And I found a damn tooth and I gave it back to him. I said, here, pull it under your pillow. Tooth fairy, come and visit you. Give you some pocket money.
jeez.
Another wrestler, they were pulling each other's shorts down so you saw their bare bums.
Oh, really?
I went over and shook his hand and that, and I had my photo taken with him. And I said to him, I've forgotten the other wrestler's name. I said, but tell him he needs to wax his ass. It's a bit hairy.
Ah!
And he went and told him. And he came down to me and tapped me on the shoulder. He said, what's this then? That I've got a hairy ass that needs wax. And I said, yeah, do you want me to wax it for you? I said, his bum is as smooth as a baby's bottom. I said, yours? I said, it looks like you got a big foot in there or you're hiding a gorilla.
That's too funny.
I don't care. I ain't scared of none of them. I said to him, if you think I'm scared of you, mate, I said, think again. I used to put the damn wrestling ring up. I used to beat up the wrestlers, so I ain't scared of you. He just started laughing.
That's right. Hey guys, connect to Ellie's Adventures Live. Right there, pinned there. Thank you, Ellie.
I got in the ring with they used to wrestle for WWE. They were known as the natural disasters. You had earthquake and typhoon. Well, I got in the ring with earthquake, got my photo taken with him and everything. got his autograph. He's not long after I met him, he passed away from cancer.
Yeah, not good.
But when I met him, he'd lost a lot of weight.
Hmm.
I met Yokozuna before he died. The Japanese wrestler, sumo wrestler,
Yeah.
that was in WWE. I met the Bushwhackers and got licked by them.
Ooh.
But yeah, I've met a few of the famous wrestlers.
Wow. Have you met a lot of famous wrestlers yourself?
Yeah. Earthquake, Yokozuna. Knew the British Bulldog before he became famous in the WWE. Giant Haystacks. Andre the Giant. Knew Andre the Giant. And then I met another wrestler that was the same height as Andre the Giant, 7'2".
Whoa.
And his name is Tiger Steel.
Wow.
He said to me, "Will you do me a favour?" I said, "Depends on what it is." He said, "Will you get in the ring with me and I'll put a rope round your neck with a cowbell on the end of it?" I said, "Oh, hell no, we ain't playing hangman."
Wow.
He just started laughing. I said, "Because I can run through your legs, not even tickle your pickle, sunshine.
Wow.
You want me to get in the damn ring with you?"
Oh,
He just started laughing. But he was lovely.
beautiful.
He was a gentle giant and all, really friendly. But I got a stiff neck looking up at him because I'm only 5'2", so he was 2 foot taller than me.
2 feet tall. That's huge.
Yeah, 7'2" he was.
Wow. Wow.
And I could fit 2 feet in one of his shoes. I was like, damn.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
I said to him, "Good job my mum's not here." He said, "Why's that?" I said, "She could definitely run through your legs." I said, "You wouldn't even know she'd done it."
Ah,
I said, "She's only 4'9".
4'9".
Yeah. I said, "If I started the next year, we could go little and large."
Jeez, you gotta admit that's cute. 4'9".
But
That is
yeah,
cute.
oh, I've had some fun putting up the wrestling ring and taking it down and play fighting with the wrestlers, jump off the ropes and that on them. Loved it. I had the best childhood growing up.
That's important.
My dad, he after of an evening when the wrestling was on, my dad would go up to the locker room, bring down the wrestler, and he'd have to stay at ringside.
Oh yeah. There you go.
And he,
Oh,
and then
did you hear about the snowstorm in the U.S.?
yes, I have.
Did you see the image I sent you?
Yeah, that's madness.
Look at the date.
Have a look. Hold on. We've got an Arctic blast hitting us. So
Did you
we've got
see?
more snow.
Did you see when the storm's hitting?
Yeah,
What date?
next couple of days, isn't it?
February 29th, 30th, 31st.
Oh, you rascal. Oh, yeah. Oh, you bugger.
Doesn't even exist.
No, it don't. It's not leap year, isn't it, this year? Oh, you bugger. You
I
had me
said it.
going.
I'm sending it out to everybody, seeing how they answer it.
Get in the naughty corner, Darren. In the naughty corner with you.
I need 2 more likes to get to 50. I need 2 more likes.
Yeah, we got another Arctic blast hitting us. And,
That's crazy, eh?
plus we got storm something
Exile.
that's going to be hitting us.
That's crazy.
We've just had storm after storm over here. Yeah, it was either earlier this year or towards the end of last year. We had a small twister in Cornwall.
That's cool.
Done some damage.
Wow.
Wales is, we've had earthquakes in Wales.
Wow.
And then we had 114 mile per hour winds.
Whoa. That's serious.
Yeah. It weren't fun, Darren. I had to drive to just over an hour away to the most haunted prison that night. The car was rocking a good one going along.
Oh boy.
I got out the car at Cartgate to go to the toilet and nearly took off like bloody Mary Poppins. I was like, damn.
Jeez. That's
And I
crazy.
got back in the car and my mate looked at me and said, is it windy out there? I said to him, nah, it's lovely and sunny. Yeah, it was all over the damn place. I was like, for God's sake.
Okay, how are we doing for likes now?
And
Okay.
then
50.
the prison was on Amber Alert, which is like
51.
danger to life. Because roof tiles and everything was getting blown off. Trees were coming down. So it was a warning, danger to life. And I'm like, great, and I've got to ghost hunt tonight. This is going to be fun.
Jeez. You're catching more than running for ghosts.
Yeah, dodging roof tiles and everything.
Oh,
Flying tree branches.
crazy.
I'm like, in a minute, I'll be talking to this lot for a bloody spirit box myself.
Crazy.
It is.
Oh, boy.
My friend's got a puppy.
Oh,
Her name's Bella. And
nice.
she's a Rottweiler cross Alsatian.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
And they said the worst you do to you is lick you to death. I said, that's all right. I said, because my friend's house, my friend's Doberman,
You're welcome,
she'd stand
PH.
on the arm. She'd stand on the arm of the sofa and on the table. She wait for me to sit down, and the minute I sit down on the sofa, she sits on my head. She
You're welcome,
backs up
PH.
and plonks her backside on my head.
Wow, that's funny.
Or if I'm bent over at the back door doing up a shoelace, she'd jump on my damn head and get me in the headlock, and I said, right, that's it, you're banned from wrestling. No more wrestling for you. And she just grins at me. I said to her, you bully me. You're a little bully. And she just grins at me. But you would never think that Doberman from the videos had never been around people, would you?
No. Prezi, make a love shoutouts. And Panay, let's go back.
But yeah, she's a little, well, not little anymore. She's all legs, long gangly legs she is. So I call her gangly legs.
Hi, Ann Panay. Hi, Ann. Make a love shoutout.
But when we get the nicer weather, there'll be some videos. I might even do a live of her doing,
Oh, you're gonna do a live.
yeah,
I want to be there.
of Sakara doing an agility course in the back garden.
Yeah.
So that's going to be hilarious. Because you'll see one of me or her mum showing her how to do the damn agility course and then trying to get the dog to do it.
Oh, jeez.
So it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
It's going to be mayhem, but it's going to be fun.
That's what you want. Is
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to be doing a lot with her in the summer. We're going to go near Burley, which is a witch village. You can buy all witch stuff. It's in the middle of nowhere, but you've got wild horses.
That is amazing.
Near the village.
Great to view and witness and stuff like that. That'd be really good.
So I'll probably, if I got signal, I'm going to do a live from there because we're going to go and have a picnic in amongst the wild horses.
Thank you, everybody. 8 more minutes. Or 7 minutes. Sorry, 7 minutes. We're doing good.
I'll be doing a lot of videos in the upcoming months.
Good.
Gets nicer.
And then you can premiere one every week during my live stream, so we can start to get your views up there. You need some more subscribers too.
And then me and my friend is probably going to be doing our own paranormal investigations as well. Just the two of us.
That would be fun. That would one person can film and the other person can commentate.
Yeah. And we're on about me and her doing an actual podcast. All to do with the paranormal.
Ooh. That's good.
So we can answer your paranormal questions and stuff. So that's going to be fun.
That's right. And guys in the chat, if you're not connected to me, my Facebook messengers, please do. The link is on my main channel. And then
if
you can
you're not connected to Darren,
that's how I communicate with Tammy. I keep sending her the link. Reminder, I'm live. I'm live again tomorrow. I send it to Ellie, Tammy, Sean, Cher, John,
I'll drop it for you, Darren. I should have it here.
Kyle. I send it to all my friends and say, hey, I'm going live.
I'll have to get it again because it's removed it. That's naughty. I'll have to get all the links back up again. Ooh, naughty phone.
Yeah, I was trying to get my banks like, do you know your password? It's good to have it saved and think it's automatic. I don't know what it is. It's like, always resetting passwords, such a pain
Oh, that's a nightmare.
because there's so much fraud and stuff. So
Yeah.
Four
It's
on the house. Thank you, everybody. And thank
well,
you, Ellie and Kyle and Sean and for my co-hosts and Tammy.
what makes it worse is I got to remember my own passwords, and then I got to remember my mum's because she forgets hers.
She gets her what?
Passwords.
Oh, write it down somewhere and hide it.
Yeah, I write it down, and then she forgets where she's put the bloody book with it in.
Put it in a top drawer. It's always there.
Honestly, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it would be difficult.
Oh, I got a new addition to my spooky corner, Darren.
Okay, Anne, thank you so much. Hey, Dong! How are you, Dong? Welcome. I got your monitor there. Smash the like button, Don. Dong Wing is a new friend. And I'm just about to finish, Dong. But drop a link and premiere for my third channel is pinned above. And Dong, you have a blue jacket now, so you can drop a link.
My new addition to my spooky corner, Darren.
Oh, that looks good.
Little ghost walking a dog. So I say the ghost is my dad and the dog is my Chloe. So Dad's walking Chloe.
That's good. 7 million people in the house. Wow.
I got
Thank you, 7 million people.
I got all
That
sorts.
says 9 million people.
The camera should have done it. Oh yeah, I'll give you an update on my cross stitch.
Yes.
You
You must have it done. It's just been a while.
It's I've almost done the outline.
Oh, brilliant.
I still got a little bit to go.
Wonderful.
Got 4 squares more to go, but
wow.
Because he's huge.
That's coming along really good.
All my little colours. He's going to be a giant Winnie the Pooh.
Wow.
Holding the honey pot.
You're welcome, Dong. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure you smash the like and drop a link.
The most difficult part is the white on flipping white.
I can imagine that would be very difficult.
Oh, especially with my dodgy eye, it's driving me nuts. But yeah, that's the colour of Winnie.
Wow.
3 different colours when he is, and then
you have a great channel, Dong. That looks really good.
I've been enjoying doing this one.
Good.
Been working on that one, and I've been working on. Give me a second, I'll go and get him.
It keeps you in trouble.
You know, Ghostface from the movie Scream. I've been working on the Ghostface.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. And he's got the phone and he says, "No, you hang up."
Brilliant.
But I've been working on that one as well. Hang on. Oh, you rascal. Yeah, this is Ghostface. Or it's going to be.
Brilliant.
But yeah, that's my little 3D heart.
Wow. That's good.
That's Ghostface's hand. And then that's the top of the phone. And then I'll be on his face very shortly.
Well, that's good. That one's coming along.
Yeah, so I've been working on 2. As if one isn't enough.
Thank you, PH Adventures, for sticking around, being so supportive to everybody. That's really, really kind. All right, guys, it's 1:59:36, so it's the last 30 seconds. So shout out to PH Adventure, Dong, Win, Tammy, of course, Anne. I know she's back to breakfast. Cecil, Blog HK, of course, to Kyle, Ellie, everybody's
Sean,
Sean, exactly. And we will be live again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place. Thank you for coming, Tammy. We'll see you
you're
tomorrow.
welcome. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, because I'll be watching the Elimination Chamber.
Sounds good.
But I'll
Okay.
tell you, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be in that match. It's
There you
brutal. You got
There you
4 pods, right? You got the wrestling ring in the middle, and surrounding the ring is all metal, and it's 4 pods. And every after a certain time, you'll see the lights flash above the pods. Whichever pod it lands on, that one gets opened, and they go into the match then.
Oh, jeez, that's funny.
But it's supposed to be bulletproof glass
Crazy.
on the pods, and yet the wrestlers end up going through the damn pods.
That's crazy.
And they get
But say
slammed
goodbye to
onto
everybody.
metal.
Say,
I tell you,
say goodbye to
no way
everybody.
would I be in that match. I'd be staying. My ass would be staying out the back down, and I'd be like, nope, not happening.
That's right.
Not unless I'm being cushioned up. Nope.
That's right. Good night, everybody.